We all know that shadow work can help you regulate your feelings and help you find your authentic self. But beyond that, one of the many questions I've been asked is, how does shadow work help me in my everyday life? For example, how to make money is the biggest topic here for everybody. What does confronting your shadow have to do with making money? I'll show you what you can do to increase your abundance. Namaste, Sacred Masters. I'm Dr. Awas Yukehi, author of Shadow Work, Finding Your Light in Darkness, and I'm here to help you with your shadow work and manifesting questions to elevate your self-growth. So don't forget to subscribe for pick a card sessions, Grabovia numbers, and Yukehi vibrations so that you don't miss on anything that can help you realize your full potential and find your light in the darkness. Today, we are going to talk about using shadow work to make money. Also, I'm going to tell you how you can use this channel to get the tools you need to make money as well. But first, let's take a step back and ask ourselves, what is money? Money in its simplest form is a current of medium of exchange in the form of physical coins, notes, or online currency. In its simplest form, the energy of money is exchange, give and receive. You give something like a skill or talent and you receive something back in return, like money. So we should stop looking at energy as this physical thing we want to have, but rather, we must look at it in terms of exchange. Let's look at the idea of giving something such as talent over your time. The higher the vibration of that energy, the more money you're going to make. Notice that the employee who gets promoted usually isn't the best one for the job, but the boss's favorite. Is this favoritism? Yes, it is. The employee and boss have an energy exchange which is complementary. Thus, the employee gives high vibrations to the boss, and in exchange, he or she receives the money in the form of high vibrations. Similarly, no matter how talented you are, being on the low spectrum of vibration also means that people who do not get along at a workplace or is unlikable tend to be let go from a company. They cannot secure investments or loans. Their hours are cut by managerial staff, etc., etc. So, how do you use shadow work then to get to these higher vibrations? The first step you have to do is sit down and start taking stock. Now, I don't want this shadow work session to be a blame game. What you are going to do now is the opposite. You're going to take full accountability and responsibility in this session without judgment and without victimizing yourself. If you're having trouble at work, forget about other people and blaming them. Rather, ask yourself what your shadow self is. Your shadow self is the unhealed and unaccepted parts of you that comes out at inopportune times. They are a suppressed side of your personality that projects it out into this world. Because they are unhealed, suppressed, and unaccepted, they live in your subconscious. This is where 95% of your power comes from as opposed to the 5% of your conscious mind. This is also the energy that you are exuding and projecting yourself to while making money. So, most people do tend to vibrate at these frequencies. When taking stock, ask yourself, what is holding you back? The more honest you are, the better it is. To do shadow work, this is crucial in terms of being completely self-honest. Those who are not honest with themselves will find their life stuck in the same loop again. When you have taken stock, then you cut your list of slowly working on each shadow aspects. Have you been suppressing anger at home and find yourself distracted at work? Don't blame the person or situation that makes you angry. Instead, work on controlling and accepting that anger. When you do, healing yourself heals your energy too, making the frequency that you vibrate in while making money much higher. Relationships at work become better, you are more creative, get better ideas. For a lot of people, they do not even go through this first part. Instead, they blame others because they can't find a job, a loan, or an investment. They think the world is out to get them without realizing that the energy they are putting out from the subconscious is the same energy they are receiving. Remember, the unhealed parts stay in the subconscious, 95%, and the remaining 5% conscious mind is merely the observing mind. Yet, we try our hardest to work with the 5% instead of the 95%. I'm going to give you a list of the common traits that inhibit your money-making vibrations. Traits that cause stress, lack of creativity, and destroy relationships that can get you rich. These are neutrality, which is a lack of motivation, pride, anger, fear, grief, apathy, guilt, shame, and desire. These are very common unhealed wounds living within our subconscious, working in the background and preventing you from making money in the high vibrational states such as peace, joy, love, acceptance, and willingness. Most people generate their money-making potential while operating on the lower end of the spectrum. In the human vibrational chart, the lower end is called the contracted, while the higher vibrations are called expanded. We can interpret it as contracted or small money, or expanded, big money. Whatever vibrations your subconscious is working from is how much money you make. Some of you might be wondering why desire is on the lower end of the spectrum. Remember that desire is a want. Want is the same energy as having a lack of. So you are vibrating from a contracted state, a state of lack and not having something. You will attract what your subconscious puts out. So remember, sit down and finally take stock of yourself. Master the shadow so that it works for you instead of against you. Use shadow work to heal those parts of you. They could have come from childhood wounds when you were told when you were young that you were not good enough. Or perhaps your confidence has been shot. Go to my playlist, 7-Day Shadow Work course, where you can begin to heal those aspects, or use my shadow work guided meditation for something specific like stress or anger. If you are a solo shadow worker, use the sit-down method and begin to sit with your feelings, using your breathing to accept them and learn something from your shadow side. Remember, anger can teach you about motivation. Fear can teach you about confidence. The shadow side has many wisdoms that can lead you to expanded creativity, energy for making money. Save my YouTube channel homepage. The URL link is youtube.com/c/shadowwork. As I'll upload more videos to help you work on your shadow side, you'll find many tools which I have organized it for you. There is the guided meditation section, which is where I guide you through many different meditation to work on your shadow self. The important thing here is that you want to work on something, say anger, you have to do it for 21 days. Why 21 days? Because that's about the average time it takes to fully reprogram your brain to operate on another level. Merely feeling better after one session and going back to your regular life won't work, because the subconscious mind is trained to default back into its unhealed state. Really make the change and commit to it. That's why I say save my homepage so you'll have easier access to everything. Other things that can help you is Grabovio codes. Many of you use them already, but go to that playlist. There's quite a few on making money, but things like forgiveness and healing and others that are crucial as well. Remember, it's not all about the physical money we have, but rather the energies we exude out. My Pure Tones playlist is equally important because it helps you resonate at that energy. But to be sure, check out the playlist as I have videos explaining what they do and how to use it. These frequencies all help you during your shadow work sessions, but it's best to use when sleeping. Because when sleeping, your subconscious mind is at its most active, and the frequencies help your subconscious mind get used to vibration at that energy level. Again, take the time to read the description of each video and find the one that suits you. Don't try to do it all at one time. When you took stock of yourself, work on each unhealed parts at a time. Don't try to rush it. If you don't find something you're looking for, comment below to tell me if there's a particular guided meditation that you want, and I'll add them to my list of things to work on. One warning though about using the frequencies. While the Grabovio code 520741A is the most popular, and judging from the comments, a lot of people had success using it to get unexpected money, remember that you are an authentic being and unique. Try ones that work for you. It may not be what everyone is using, but then again, you're not everyone. That's also why I created variations of the frequency, though they all could mean the same thing. Some people resonate with different frequencies because they are at different stages of their life. But how do you know which one resonates with you? Let your body be the barometer of it. When you are mindful of how you feel inside, your body can guide you to the frequencies that work best for you. Sit down and feel with it. When something resonates, you get a feeling from it. When that feeling comes, don't ignore it. Use the tones while sleeping, then use them while you're working too. If you're using pure tones, theta is good for sleeping, beta is good for working. So you could be using 528 Hz beta version at night and the 520 Hz beta version while sleeping. Surround yourself with these frequencies. They are there for you for free. Play it on the background as loud and soft as you want. It costs you nothing. There are many for you to choose from, and I'll keep uploading more as we go along. All it takes is for you to make that commitment now to work on your unhealed parts of you that when healed releases the abundance frequency within you. Where you are right now in your life will continue to stay the same unless you commit to healing with shadow work as well. Here are the playlists in case you want to jump to it. I'll see you there. Namaste.